Yo, what's up guys, my name is Mr. Freeze2244 and in this video we'll be covering all of the 3 featured contracts that got released today by Spawn on Me. So these are brand new, so they're all in Chongqing and there's just 3 of them compared to the usual 5. So we'll be covering all of them in the same video. So we're covering the Lost Brookago Tapes, the Thanks for Playing and Noodles and Toodles. They will be separated by chapters, so you can check that out. So for the briefing of this is Agent 47, Spawn on Me's leader, Leafy Green, or I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong, but however, has discovered that some of their classified podcast file has been stolen and stored in an underground bunker. Imogen Royce and her cronies are looking to decipher those files and leak them in the internet. You must take her out so that the project never sees the light of day. Her main line of defense is a bodyguard. Make sure they both don't make it to the next episode. So we have 3 targets for this one, and we have to take out one with a pistol in our suit, take out Imogen's personal bodyguard with an SMG with the facility guard disguise, and we have to take out Imogen Royce herself with an explosive device. So the explosive device we're going to use is the breaching charge, bring along a pistol, and start on the riverside walkway, and that is pretty much all we're going to need, as well as the coin. So another thing you are going to need for this particular walkthrough is this shortcut over here, unlocked. So if you need to head over to the other side of this door and unlock this door to get through this area. If not, you can just go around the other side, it's no big deal. And then we're going to shoot this guard in the face. That's our first target done. And we're going to take his disguise because it's going to make it a little bit easier getting into the lab area. Next thing we're going to do is take out the cameras. This is just above the door, so we'll go ahead and shoot that. And we need to get inside the building. It's locked, so we're going to use this crowbar here to break open the door. Once we're inside, we're still not in a trespassing zone, rather. And what we need to do now is just set up what we need to do next. We need to get ourselves a suppressed SMG, and we need to make sure we are getting into the room as quickly as efficiently as possible. So what we need to do is hack this vent, head through this security room, crouch to stay out of this guard's line of sight, grab that dongle right there. We need to get downstairs, so we need a tier 2 access dongle, and you can get that through the next area. Watch out for the camera, make sure you avoid that, that is one of the rules. Hack this door to get in the room to get the access 2 dongle. Tier 2 access dongle, there we go. Next, again, avoid the camera and hack the door to get down to the level 2. Once we're down here, we're now in the trespassing zone, so just be careful with that. We're going to head into this room right here. We're also going to subdue this analyst. And we're going to drag his body, grab the tier 2 dongle, and drag his body into the nearby locker. Or closet, whatever you want to call it. Then we're going to go grab his disguise, because we need to go head into the security room. We need to grab ourselves a suppressed SMG rather. Head into this area, and use the camera on this window to block out the camera. Once we're in this area here, we are allowed in here. We need to take out this guard as well because we need to grab his disguise. So quickly head in this room, grab the tier 3 access dongle, take out this camera. Make sure you're standing in the middle of the room so he doesn't hear your shot though. Grab this suppressed SMG off the wall. And all we're going to do now is just wait for the guard to move over to the left here and then subdue him. Once we've subdued him, we can drag him in the room and place him in the nearby locker, because there's going to be a locker in here to hide his body conveniently, so we can grab his disguise and use that for the next 2 objectives. So once we've got that and our suppressed SMG, we're now going to head back over to the room where the analyst we knocked out. And ideally you want to get there before Imogen gets there. Her bodyguard is an enforcer to the disguise, so just be careful with that. But if you can get over this room quick enough, you can hack this vent and hide in the vent. And then we're going to knock them both out really quickly. It's probably not the most efficient way of doing this. You could probably just hide in the room and do this, to be honest. Because they're both targets at the end of the day. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done this. But anyway, I threw the breaching charge at Imogen and then quickly climbed through the vent and knocked him out. So what you could do is hide behind that screen over there and could have done that. It could have been more efficient. But once you've knocked them both out anyway, because they're both targets, it doesn't matter if they spot you. That's the reason why. But yeah, once you've knocked them both out, go ahead and SMG the guard in the face, place the breaching charge on Imogen Royce and explode the breaching charge. And that's all 3 targets down. Grab the tier 3 access dongle that she drops on the floor. And all we've got to do now is just hack this little window right here. And we're going to head to the emergency exit because it's the closest exit we can take. And it's a nice easy silent assassin to start off the set of featured contracts with. Not too bad. Not great, but I think the standard of featured contracts have gone down quite significantly during the course of Hitman 3's life cycle so far. Hopefully they start picking up when the community starts doing their own featured contracts, which is also something I'm looking forward to. But there we go, there's an easy silent assassin for this particular featured contract, the Lost Brookago Tapes. But now we can move on to the second featured contract, and that's Thanks for Playing. So this is the briefing as follows. One of Hush's right-hand henchmen has been going around bragging about his elite video game playing prowess. To get Hush off his game, you might want to see about making sure Chongqing goes negative on his kill-death ratio by taking him out. Once you do, make sure you take care of Hush himself and remove any potential revives he may have. But we have 3 targets for this one, and one we have to take out in our suit with a falling object, one dressed as a block guard at any method, and Mongwai as the researcher. So that's Hush's bodyguard, and we can't get spotted by cameras. So this is the start location I started to go with a riverside walkway, lockpick, and a coin, and a pistol. That's what you're going to need. Despite what the briefing says, we don't actually have to take out Hush. He's not one of the targets, which makes the briefing a little bit weird. Like, why mention Hush about that and when not making him a target? If you want to commit to this, you can go ahead and knock him out if you want to, and if you want to stick to the RP, go for it. But for me, I'm just going to take out the objectives. I'm going to use the lockpick on this arcade to get into the block, and we're going to come through this door, pick up the lead pipe that's on the floor. Just be careful, you're on a trespassing zone now. We're going to close that door right there. Select our coin, and the guard on the left is going to be our target, and we need to throw a coin over his shoulder once he goes towards the other second guard, and there's going to be a cage just above him. So we're going to throw a coin just right there, wait for him to move. Once he starts moving, go ahead and shoot that chain that will drop the cage on top of his head, and there you go, that's the first target taken care of. We're going to put the street guard disguise on now to make this next section a little bit more straightforward. Going to use 2552 on the door to get up into the block itself. We have 2 more targets, and we need to have a specific disguise for this. So when you grab that cowboy bus right there, we're in the correct disguise, so no problems. Just going to throw the cowboy bus at the wall, alternatively use a coin. That's going to lure over our block guard disguise, and the reason why we're doing this is because we need his clothes. So go ahead and subdue him from around the corner. And then go ahead and knock out this other block guard. Just don't get spotted as you do it. Just make sure you're crouched and he's looking away at the time. Grab his disguise. You can leave his body there. They don't get spotted or anything like that, so don't worry about it. Head up, head up to the up the stairs. That's what the word I'm trying to get out. Head up the stairs, and then use 2552 on this door. This will allow you access up to this next area. There's an enforcer in this room, just be careful. We're going to circle around, pass through this room. This is important to pass through here, because that's going to trigger a bunch of conversations to keep Hush in the area. Again, use 2552 on this door to get into this room. We're going to knock out the researcher in the room, pull out our pistol and take out our target. And then put the researcher's disguise on, and now we can set up the third and final kill. So we're going to retrace our steps, pass through the room, circle around, and this is where we're going to take out our third target. So we're going to take out the camera right there, and we're pretty much going to do what we're going to do now is just wait for Hush and his bodyguard to move through that section, and we're going to bump into his bodyguard Mogwai to slow him down, and that will allow us an opportunity to knock him out and then initiate the kill, which what we're going to do is an accident kill for him. I don't like the idea of leaving his body around, so I thought the best course of action would be to knock him out, drag him to the window and throw him out of the window for an accident kill. So we're going to initiate what I said I was going to do. So just bump into him to slow him down. Just stop him from getting to the stairs though, because he does start moving a little bit faster. Once you've got a bit of a gap, close the door and go ahead and knock out Mogwai. Drag him and throw him out the window. Once you've done that, you've completed all of the objectives. All we've got to do now is head to an exit. So the best exit I would say that's closest to here is by going over the block rooftop over here. Once you pass through this door, you're now in a trespassing zone. You'll have these drones roaming about, and as you can see, it spots me. But they are not cameras, so it doesn't matter if they spot you. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't affect your silent assassin rating and all of that. Like I said, they're not cameras. All they are is a warning system to tell the guards to come over to investigate what they saw. That is it. So we're literally running through this section, heading straight over to this scooter over here. And we're going to take this exit, and we're going to achieve a nice, easy silent assassin for this particular featured contract. The Thanks for Playing, I think it's called. Yeah, so far, I found these contracts to be rather straightforward. But this is one of my favourite maps on Hitman 3. So I think it rewards map knowledge as well with this. But that's the second contract. Let's move on to the third and final one. So this is Noodles and Toodles. Agent 47, we've been notified that a new international threat has found its way to Chongqing. Angus Pritchard, an agent for a new group called Paris, Poison or Reasonable Independent Statesman, has been looking to kill a national dignitary. He's disguised as a world-renowned cook and snobbish food critic. He's looking to cause some trouble, so you might want to make sure he misses his next taste test. Make sure that there is one less cook in the kitchen and do it swiftly. I'm not sure the justification for the cook there. But we have two objectives. Take out both of these targets with the dumpling cook disguise, one with a drowning kill and one with a pistol. And we have a 9-minute 39-second time limit, which is very, very simple. So we're going to start as a dumpling cook, and we're going to bring along a pistol, lockpick and coin. We're not actually going to use those apart from the pistol, but yeah. First thing you need to do once you spawn in is go into the bathroom and grab yourself some rat poison. Alternatively, you can smuggle in some emetic poison if you wanted to make this a little bit faster, but it's entirely up to you. Next, we're going to prepare the food. Once you've prepared the food, go ahead and poison it. Once you've poisoned it, make sure you go ahead and ring the bell. That's going to tell the cook to go and deliver the food to Pritchard. And we need to do this before we take him out because he is the one that goes and delivers it. And I don't think anybody else can deliver this food apart from this cook himself. So with this particular featured contract, I think this is the worst out of all three of them. Purely because there's a lot of waiting around it. It's very simple. Yeah, there's not really much room for freedom in regards to what to do, because it's all basically the same way. I think there's pretty much only one way of doing this. Either way, you've got to poison Angus Pritchard, whether it will be with a medic gun, the Seeker one, or, I said, rat poison or a medic poison. Either way, you've got to get him into the bathroom. So now his food's been delivered. The woman is talking to him at the moment. She's passing through the kitchen right now. So we're just going to wait for her to leave. And then we're going to take out our target in here while Pritchard is being poisoned. The other cook in the corner, she doesn't ever turn around, so you don't have to worry about her. Just make sure you don't miss your shot. And we're going to put the body in the crates and head over towards Angus Pritchard. We need to drown him. So luckily he's in the bathroom right now, puking in the toilet. There we go, just shove his head in the bowl. And there we go, there's a nice easy drown kill for this particular contract. And you can leave his body there, no need to hide it, it's an accident kill. So all we've got to do now at this point is head straight to an exit. And again, we're going to take the same exit as we did in the previous two contracts, and that's the scooter exit just at the top of the road. But yeah, that will conclude all of the three featured contracts. Overall, I think these are the most simple ones that we've had so far out of all the ones that have been featured for the life cycle of Hitman 3 so far. And it's the last of the media featured contracts, so we are going to start getting more community featured contracts. So hopefully it's going to be more detailed and more, just a lot more fun and enjoyable to play. compared to a lot of these meter featured contracts that haven't been very good, in my opinion. If you enjoy these, then fair enough. But yeah, it's my job to just cover these in walkthroughs, and hopefully I've done that. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you've actually learned something from these videos. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy it or if it helped you out. Subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, and hit the bell notification to be notified of all future videos and live streams. Consider supporting me on Patreon or even becoming a member of the channel by clicking the join button below or clicking the link in the description. And a big shout out to Paul Lilly, Big D, Bedry, Argel, Mark Davis, Constantine Mueller, Isaiah Blake, Nico Senpai, Anas, Chris, JD, Ryan Ortiz, and True Gamer for becoming top tier Psycho Assassin members. If you want your name read out as well, all you got to do is become a member yourself, a Psycho Assassin member. Click the join button below, click the link in the description, and I'll add your name to the credits next month. I'll be sure to read your name out in the next video. Cheers, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.